So I am in charge of all of our documentation and our internal training for our organization. What I do is I manage that software, that customer-facing documentation. There's also internal training that we do for our research and development folks. We're a software company. We're based in Atlanta, Georgia, and supply chain, again, omnichannel and supply chain space is where we operate. We have about 4,500 people, and we're growing, probably closer to maybe 5,000 by the end of the year, and we're close to $1 billion in revenue is our size. We're a software development company, supply chain space. So we've got omnichannel and warehouse management, yard management, transportation management software. So it's from order capture through order fulfillment and distribution warehousing. So that's the gamut of what we solve. And we have a number of solutions. And our modern solutions, its customer-facing documentation is on ProProfs. So we've split our ProProfs implementations into 3 different sites that correspond with our major product suites. So we've got one for omnichannel, which we call Omni. We have one for supply chain execution, and then we've got one for supply chain planning. So those are currently our 3 sites that we're live on. So one of the things in our current solution is it's not WYSIWYG, it's not instant publication. So it's something that has to be built and then deployed. And so it's not as immediate as ProProfs is. That's one of the things I like about it, is you can make a change and publish it and it's out there immediately versus that Capflare, for example, where there has to be a build and it has to get pulled into our code base. I'm most interested in are failed searches. What are things that people are looking for? And that's in there. And that way I can go back to my group and say, hey, this is what people are looking for. Need to fill those gaps. And the most viewed documents, those are, again, that's a good place for us to say, this is where people are looking. Let's make sure that it's robust and prioritize keeping that maintained. I think my favorite thing is the ability to just update a document and publish it right away and not have to go through a build cycle and deploy it. So that's a great thing. I'm trying to think what else. So some of the ways to share content across pages is helpful, since, as I mentioned, we've got 3 different sites. Some of the content is the same across those sites. So rather than have to create that content 3 times, we use the content snippet to serve it up across sites. I've been really impressed with the support that I get from the team. The team is very responsive. I like the confirmation note that I get, and then usually within the same day, I'll get a response back with some kind of troubleshooting or just to let me know that the team is working on it. And then in a lot of cases, if there is a defect, it's turned around pretty quickly, which is impressive because I know how long it takes my company to turn defects around. So yeah, overall support's been great.